Hal here, Quail Studios Guitar. I'd like to talk to you a little bit about Patreon and about what's going on over there. If you've watched my videos lately, you'll notice that I talk about Patreon and I say, if you want the lead sheets, go over to Patreon and you can sign up there and get all the lead sheets that I've got posted there. I decided about a year and a half ago or something like that, maybe even a couple of years ago, that I would post videos over at Patreon, especially ones that had content on it that you could download, and make that exclusive at Patreon for people that wanted to support me a little bit more financially. So I started Patreon, I think in 2014, something like that. Jack Conte started Patreon in 2013. I became aware of it in, I think, late 2013 or early 2014, and took a few weeks to sign up. But then I listened to Jack Conte and I really liked what he had to say about Patreon. I really liked his philosophy, and I still like him today. I think he's a great guy. I think so. Patreon has become a lot bigger since Jack Conte started Patreon. So I think it's gotten away from him just a little bit, because when it's a big organization, when you have that kind of an organization, it's hard to keep control over it, and you get thrown about by different kinds of things, and your original idea gets watered down a little bit. And I think this is what's happened to Jack Conte. The reason I'm talking about this is that some creators are leaving the site because of this last banning of Sargon of Akkad, how he got kicked off the site because of something he did not even on the site, but on something he did 10 months ago on a website, a webcast, or a podcast or something like that. I don't really know anything about it. I think it was actually a podcast that was videoed. So there are supporters that are leaving the site. There are patrons that are leaving the site. Creators are leaving the site because of this last thing that happened. I've decided not to leave the site at this time. I've only got 45 patrons. And that's actually the most I've ever had. But that's not why I'm not leaving the site. I'm not leaving the site because I have people over there that depend on me. So would I or will I eventually leave Patreon? I have violated my own rules, and that is to diversify my income. So I've decided to go back to that and make sure that I diversify a little bit more. Now, being a full-time guitar and piano teacher, I also teach ukulele, I also teach bass. I teach people that sign up with me over at Patreon. I have done that. And I've also got local students here, a bunch of them. In fact, they're the ones that really support me in the things that I do. I make very little at Patreon, enough to maybe pay for my phone, and that's it. It doesn't pay for anything else. I make AdSense over at YouTube, which is actually quite a bit more than at Patreon. I can take donations at PayPal, and I will put on my website. What? You've got a website? Yes, I do. And right there, I will write what the website is. quailstudios.com. There's a dash in the middle between Quail and Studios. And so you will see over there a place that you can donate. There'll be a couple of links there. Now, the reason I say that about diversification is because if you rely on one thing for your money, let's say you have a job at McDonald's or something, and you get fired, then you're done. If you have a job at a corporation, doing whatever you do, and you get fired, that's it. You're done until you get another job. Sometimes I've had income from playing, I've had income from teaching, I've had income from a part-time job when I needed one. I've had an income from, I'm working on an audiobook right now, and I've got income coming in from that. So I've got different income streams that I can rely on. The lead sheets that I produce, the lyric sheets, chord sheets, that kind of thing, tab sheets, I'm going to make sure that those are available exclusively on my website. When you become a patron of mine through my website or wherever, at Patreon or pay me through PayPal or whatever, then I'm going to give you access to that page. Also, you can get in touch with me at lessonswithhal@gmail.com. I had to think about that just for a second. Those of you who are familiar with me know that I have links in different places on my website, on my YouTube channel, to Facebook. I have Quail Studios at Facebook. I've got an Instagram account, and I'm not really good at Instagram. I'm not really good at Facebook. I'm not really good at Twitter. I have a Twitter account too, and mostly what I post over there are just links to my new videos and that kind of stuff. I just don't enjoy being on those sites very much. It's just not a thing that I really like. I like to connect with students. Those of my supporters that are my best supporters actually get my phone number. They can text me. They can call me when they have questions. They can make suggestions and I'll make videos for them. I'm going to be putting a page on my website very soon where I have unfinished videos, ones that are highly unedited. And then, of course, I'm going to have the edited ones over at YouTube. And I'd actually eventually like to get completely off of YouTube and not have to rely on YouTube and just have people go to my website. But that takes a little bit of money because you have to pay for the hard drive space and all that kind of stuff, and a server, and YouTube, basically you can just upload whatever you want. You don't have to pay anything for that. If I had more resources, I would put it and diversify more on just privately so that you could come and see me. Okay, thank you very much. I think I've said everything I want to say. If you have any questions, just get in touch with me at lessonswithhal@gmail.com, or you can make comments down below. I will see those. You know that if you're looking at any of the comments below my videos, that I actually reply to almost every comment. And when people ask a question, I answer the question there as well as I can. Sometimes when people make suggestions about what videos they want to do, I'll put that in my archive, but the people that support me the most are the videos that get made fastest. So if you're still wondering, how come he hasn't made that video? It's because I've been very busy lately. Let's see. Is there anything else? I don't think so. I'm just going to end this video and we'll talk to you later. Come over and see me at Patreon. You can just access that over there. You don't even have to be a patron. You'll see my public posts there. Most of my posts are public. And so anyway, in fact, I think I might make all of my posts public from now on. And if you want my lead sheets and chord sheets and that kind of thing, then you'll have to get access through my website. All right. Thank you very much. We'll talk to you later. Bye.